Do you remember who your favorite teacher was in school? Well, I'm sure you do. Well, Pick n Pay School Club decided to celebrate Women's Month 2015 by asking youngsters and young adults who their favorite teacher was in school. And this is what they had to say.
My favorite teacher is Teacher Minette because she's always very funny and she makes jokes during class time.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Smith because she's very kind. She always keeps things in order and she's always knowledgeable. She knows what she's talking about and she's very kind to people and she likes to keep things in order, so I really respect that.
My favorite teacher was Mrs. Fourie. She was an English teacher I think when I was in grade 11 and 12. And she was my favorite teacher because she brought books to life. So she brought everything to life.
Mrs. Van Jaarsveld for teaching me a bit of Afrikaans.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Turner and I like her because she helps me with my maths, my science and my history, and she's nice.
Is Miss Stabbage. She's my English teacher currently. Well, I like her because I like how she gives proper arguments in her English class. She always leaves you something to think about when you leave the classroom. And I like the fact that she's very knowledgeable and she knows what she's talking about.
My favorite teacher is Miss Ferreira because she just makes learning fun and there's never a dull moment in learning English.
My favorite teacher was a teacher named Mrs. Buck. She was my English teacher in high school. She was phenomenal. She encouraged me to follow my dreams. She was a mentor to me, and I know that there are other women out there who do exactly the same thing, and know that we love and appreciate you.
My favorite teacher is Miss Williamson. She is my favorite because I can interact with her on other things besides academics, and she's just unique.
I had a teacher called Mrs. Heyman, and she was our maths teacher, and we used to give her trouble, but only later on I realized that she was the sweetest woman in the world because we always used to give her so much trouble, and no matter how much trouble we gave her, she just always stayed happy and positive, and she put up with us. And like later on, when I got a bit more mature, I realized that we really gave her hell for no reason, so I often think about her, and if I could do it again, I would have been a lot nicer to Mrs. Heyman.
My favorite teacher was Miss Brooks from Silly Park Convent. She was my grade 1 teacher. Funniest lady ever, sweetest lady ever.
If I have one message for the female teachers, it's to keep an inspiring young minds.
Thank you to all the lady educators in South Africa for making such a difference.
Happy Women's Day to my teacher, Mrs. Van Jaarsveld.
Happy Women's Day, everyone!
Happy Women's Day, everybody. Mwah.
It's my message to the ladies. Have a great Women's Day.
Happy Women's Month.
Thank you so much for contributing to my education. Happy Women's Day.